Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Briggs and Mortar Heights Facebook Live. My name is Michelle Briggs. I'm a residential realtor with Strata, Texas. And today we have Karla Aghedo. Now, she is the founder, CEO of Houston Wellness Workshops for Women. Yes, I love it. Welcome, Karla.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm super excited to be here with you once again.
I know. Now you may have seen the first our first Tips Tuesday with Karla, and not only is she the founder and CEO of Houston Wellness Workshops for Women. I want to make sure I say that correct.
You did
Uh,
great.
she is also a criminal defense attorney. A ghetto law. Yes.
Yes.
So I wanted to bring her back because, as you know, those who've watched these shows, if you're new to the show, it's really important for me to be a resource for my clients. And not only in real estate, I want, if something breaks or if you're not feeling well, I want you to think of me so I can introduce you to Karla or to call the plumber or to call, whatever. So I'm that resource for my clients, customers, all of my Facebook friends, my Instagram followers, YouTube, everybody. So that's why I do the Tips Tuesdays, to be a resource. So Karla today, I'm excited about her sharing outside of her law firm what she created for women.
I
So
love it. And I love that you are a resource, Michelle. Just the spirit of that is so beautiful. The idea of giving and sharing outside of your space or your corner of the world, right, is a beautiful thing. And I think it's really consistent with a wellness practice, frankly, right?
right. Okay, tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about you and then we'll go into your why and exactly what it is.
Wonderful. So again, I'm Karla Aghedo. I am a wife, a mother of three, including a newborn who's 5 months old, and two big brothers who keep me super busy. I'm homeschooling them, so that's fun, right? I'm an attorney by trade. I've been practicing for over 11 years, and all of that is the reason that I'm now the founder and CEO of Houston Wellness Workshops for Women, where we
Yeah.
all of that leads me to this place of wanting wellness for myself and wanting to help other women juggling a lot in their lives to embrace wellness. So, with Houston Wellness Workshops for Women, we curate wellness experiences, resources, and information for professional women who want to reclaim their power through wellness.
Yeah, I love it. That is very powerful because you hear me stumbling because I really do try hard to take care of me because if I don't take care of me, how can I take care of anyone or everyone else, right?
Yes.
And I think as women, I mean, I'm talking every single woman that's out there. I'm talking moms, stay-at-home moms, housewives, all that, not just corporate women, right?
Yep.
It's those that when you are the primary caregiver, you have to take care of you, right?
Absolutely.
So that is what it is. Why did you start this? I mean, well, I guess you just told us that, right? Your family, your business. Is there
Yeah. Absolutely. But getting into the nitty gritty of it, I was at a large law firm for a decade where I spent 80, 90 hours a week on a regular basis working. A 60-hour week felt like a light week for me. And frequently I did over 100-hour weeks. One of the things that comes to mind is when I went to trial in Kentucky for 7 weeks, and I worked 21 hours a day.
oh my,
Um, yes, slept for three, while frankly pumping and shipping to my number two, who was brand new. He was like 7 months old at the time. So these are the crazy things. And I really enjoyed it because I was very committed to my client, very committed to my team, and very committed to my career. So I want to start by saying I don't knock women who are doing that, right? And who are getting the adrenaline rush out of bossing the thing, and helping somebody, right? Just digging in to use your talents to help someone. But I tell you what, if you are constantly going at that level, then you are burning yourself out. And as someone put it so aptly the other day, frankly, burning your adrenal glands, just killing them. And so that really did happen to me. I, did that thing, the whole mom thing, the whole career thing, breadwinner, right? For my household, felt a lot of weight and responsibility to continue going at the pace that I was going. And then in the summer of 2019, I hit what I call a wellness wall, where my body said, Karla, we think you're great. We think we need to help you out in this department by completely shutting down. Okay?
True, that happens.
Yes. So I was going into one of my, I will say this, Michelle, I came into 2019 saying, I'm going to do this job with myself as the priority. Okay. And that had never happened before. I'm going to be number one. And that includes my family, right? But it's as opposed to putting the job as number one, right? And if they still like me, that's great. And if they don't, that's also very good data, right? But that first half of 2019, I took more vacation time than I had the year before. And I billed twice as many hours by that point as I had the year before.
Wow.
So I like to share that with women to say, oftentimes we believe that if we work harder, stay longer, and spend more of our time and energy, that we will produce more. When in actuality, when we take those steps back, take those steps away to relax and recharge, we come back more productive, more effective, more creative, and we do it with less resentment. So I love to share that data because I couldn't believe it, that those were the hard numbers. More vacation time, higher productivity, all at the same time. But yes, at the beginning of June, I had to have emergency surgery because my body was kind of like, hey, you're doing great. You really are, but we have years to catch you up on when you weren't doing so great. And that gave me the opportunity for some personal reflection about my values and what's most important to me. And honestly, that led to the birth of Houston Wellness Workshops for Women in August of 2019. So that's my why.
Yeah, my gosh, that's a great why. It's a great why. And I'm telling you, it's just your body will shut down.
It really will. It will. So, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and your body wakes up when it's ready to wake up.
Yep.
Like you could sleep for 16 hours and like when you're done, and then you wake up, it's like 16 hours later and you're like, what was I supposed to be doing? Like,
yeah.
Phone calls, right? It happens.
Yeah. I love that your shutdown is potentially the 16-hour sleep. Because I pretty much never got that. So my shutdown was more like, okay, so we're going to have a big thing and you're going to need to have surgery and you're going to need to be out of the office for several weeks. So, but
well, hey, I'm telling you, exactly. That gives you time to reflect, like you said.
Exactly. So I started H3W, and that's what I call it. It's Houston Wellness Workshops for Women. That's an H and 3 W's. So I call it H3W. I started it because I'm hoping to help the next woman not have to hit a wellness wall before she decides that her mind, body, and spirit all need to be served as one important part, right? You are a 3-part being, and all 3 of those parts have to be served equally in order for you to fully thrive and to fully show up in all the spaces that you want to show up.
I love that. I love that. Okay. So what have you been up to? Like what's been happening between H3W? Like what are you doing? What are you creating?
Yes. So we had our very first in-person wellness retreat in March of 2020. Nice. Yes, the very last possible weekend that anything could be done in person, we did it. And it was amazing and wonderful and warm. And then we had to make that pivot, right? And
Yeah.
I was resistant to it because the whole concept of H3W at the time was quarterly women's wellness retreats. You see, I had started seeing my therapist, and she said, you've got to take a retreat at least every 2 months, no later than every 3, because of the amount of stress that you deal with and the responsibility that you have in your life. So I said, this is perfect. I've now got a prescription for quarterly retreats. Let me share this with everyone else. So that was the original vision. Go ahead.
Oh, I can't believe you created work around it.
Yeah, exactly. Created work. Oh my goodness. I created work around it. I love it. I
I love
did.
that you're sharing it. I love that you created it. But when you really think about it, girl, are you truly relaxing?
I know. Good point. Very good point. Well, there's a little bit of a type A that has to be crucified or magnified in ways that are productive. And so, so the vision, the vision for H3W was quarterly women's wellness retreats. And I truly believed, like, if I had had that in my toolbox from day one of my big girl career, right, that I would have been doing this thing better the entire time, you
Mm.
know? And so that was the vision. And sure enough, we had a beautiful in-person retreat, and then COVID hit, right? And we made the pivot with some resistance, but we did it. And we have been doing virtual women's wellness retreats since the end of July very successfully. And we do them quarterly as H3W, and then we often partner with other organizations to host a retreat for them. So, for example, a church group. We've done it with, a young adults group. We've done it with a circle of women who do Bible study together, right? And so this is super exciting for us. This is what we've been up to during COVID-19 as a still very new business, doing virtual retreats. And you might be wondering, now, how do I relax on Zoom, right? Look, we have come up with the secret sauce and it's working. It really is. People are raving about the benefits of being in community, of taking the step away and focusing on yourself just for a time. And so one of the things that has come of this is a partnership with the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, where they have a grant to provide wellness coaching, community, and connection to women in pharmacy. And
Nice.
so we'll be doing that with them for the next 2 years as H3W. So when you ask me what am I up to,
Oh my
that's one of
gosh.
the most, yeah,
I love it. You're up to a lot.
yes.
Yay.
So it's exciting.
I love
Yeah,
it. Well, if you
yeah.
guys are just joining us, if you're just tuning in or you're watching the replay, my name is Michelle Briggs. I'm a residential realtor with Strata, Texas, and we are with today Karla Aghedo. She is the founder and CEO of Houston Wellness Workshops for Women. I want to make sure I have that accurate. H3W. We were talking about her why and exactly what it is. I mean, when you're, it's really avoiding that wellness wall, right? Hitting that
Yes.
wellness wall. It's more to it. Just rewind back. And also, she talked about, she was just sharing about what she's up to. I mean, are you like virtual? You had your first wellness retreat in March of 2020, and then you went virtual because of our pandemic, right?
Yep.
So you have the virtual workshops, wellness workshops. You have a grant now. Tell me again, North Carolina.
The University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, with the
Excellent.
Esselman School of Pharmacy. Yep.
Perfect. You'll be working with them for the next 2 years. So she is up to something, and you can get involved in this too. So you always have a call to action. So hashtag wellness below. Karla will reach out to you directly. She does also have a Facebook page, and we'll share that here in a minute because I want you to learn and hear about the next virtual workshop, right? So tell
Yes.
us about that. What does that look like?
Yes, so super excited about this one is called Restore, the H3W Virtual Women's Wellness Retreat. Basically, June 11th through the 12th is our next quarterly retreat for Q2. And we start on Friday night with a welcome reception. We've got some powerhouse speakers talking mind, body and spirit. On Saturday, we start the day with some great movement, exercise, meditation, and then we dig in. We've got a cooking demo for you, and we've got some reflection, journaling, breakout groups to connect more with the women who are there. But it's a super fun time. And a lot of times people ask about the timing, right? So Friday from 5 to 9 Central, and then Saturday from 9 to 5. Woo, that seems like a long time. Well, the goal is for you to block yourself off and tell the husband, the kids, the job, you're unavailable. That's the main goal, okay? And then we build in fun time, fun activities, but also breaks, reflection. If you want to get into the bathtub, if you want to have a cup of tea, right? If you want to go for a walk or just lay, take a nap, meditate, whatever it is, right? But the idea is that it's a retreat, just like if we were in person, so that you get to shut the door and lock it, right? That's what I always think of, slamming the door and locking it. And you're on a retreat. And I will tell you that even in the virtual environment, I try my best to get into a hotel room with kids otherwise occupied by their loving father or other family members, right? And plan that hotel for pool time. I usually book a spa. When I say a spa, in the virtual environment, I use soothe.com, which is one of my tips that I'll share. Soothe.com allows you to book a massage therapist to come anywhere, your office, your home, hotel room, or otherwise. So when I do these virtual retreats, I book for myself a massage in my hotel room. So I put that out there because I want to encourage you. You can do this retreat from home. You can do it from your office. You can do it from your yard, right? You can do it from a hotel, whatever, right? But the idea is that you're blocking the time, you're taking a step away, and you're thinking about doing some activities that bring you joy, bring you peace, bring you satisfaction, and ultimately some relaxation.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, June 11th and 12th.
Yes.
Put it on your, save the date, put it on your calendar. Okay, so how do they register?
So check us out on our Facebook page for more information about how to register. We're at www.facebook.com/H3W Houston Wellness Workshops for Women. I know it's long, but it's specific. And so you should be able to find it and be in the right place. And we'll have more information, the link to register, all of that right there on our Facebook page.
Excellent. Okay, so every Tuesday we always have a tip. So what is our tip for this Tuesday?
The tip for this Tuesday is, because we are stuck in this virtual environment and we're spending a lot of time on Zoom, what can you be doing for your body while you're sitting there in your Zoom session? My tip is to stay hydrated, okay? I make it a goal to drink at least 1 bottle of water for every hour on Zoom. I know it sounds crazy, but I get it. I get it in, y'all. Okay, so basically, sometimes you're worried that you don't want to be eating or drinking while you're on screen. But in fact, when you're leading the meeting or in the meeting, you're actually modeling for others a positive behavior when you take out that water bottle and drink. And of course, I run through these, but you could have your refillable water bottle as well. We do recycle in our home, but it would be even more user-friendly if you had your refillable water bottle always there, and just make it a point. I am going to empty this thing before this Zoom meeting is over. So I'm taking a drink now.
I love it. I love it. Well, you guys, thank you for joining us today. Briggs and Mortar Heights Facebook Live. I always say follow me on Instagram, Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe below. #wellness. You'll see the link to the registration for the June 11th retreat. be a part of that. Find her Facebook page, follow her as well. Thank you again, Karla. I appreciate you being with us once again, and we will talk soon for sure.
Thank you so much, Michelle.